Okay, we're still here, Radio 99.3 Nigerian 4. I'm just laying the ground for the arrival of the king. You know how the Israelites laid the ground for the triumphant entry into Jerusalem. And they said, Jesus came in triumphantly. They paved the way. Well, let me put it this way. I'm John the Baptist. That one is not Bibling right now. I'm John the Baptist. Let me put it that way. So we're here. Mr. Femi Obong-Daniels is in the building. He'll be here shortly. And, of course, we'll get into the thick of things as far as the Fintex show is concerned. But me being John the Baptist, my name is Kofi Bartels. Moving on from the morning crossfire, I have the dramatist person there right here in the studio. I'll be introducing them shortly. One of them had his fingers burned, not by the capital market like dear pastor said on YouTube. But I think let's see what happened in Vegas. It's about time what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. Oh my! But it shows that our society today, you don't know who to trust anymore. You don't know who to trust anymore. I want to say a very good morning to the Mr. Nia Deoshoni. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kofi.
Yes.
Don't start this.
You came in a combative manner.
Yes, don't start this day with trouble.
I'm telling you, because anybody who gives you trouble will get it back. Hold on. I'm telling you. It's well. Razak Olagbe, good morning to you.
Good morning, Lagos. I am better than Fintex.
Okay. There's something that's raining now. People are talking about new era. But anyway, of course, Nia Deosho is an honorary export coach. Razak Olagbe is a producer extraordinaire. And of course, Femi Obong-Daniels is a driver of the show. He'll be here very shortly. Gentlemen, how was your weekend?
Not bad. No.
Bad.
Okay, bad. Okay, so that's a good way to start. Okay, yeah. It was a bad weekend.
It was so weekend.
Yeah.
All right.
My weekend was awesome. Stress free.
Okay.
Hakuna Matata.
You don't give us too many details, okay? It may not be too good for consumption this early. But he said you can't trust women these days. And you said, you can trust women.
No, I said Hakuna Matata.
No, before now.
Where? When?
Before we came on air.
No, he didn't say anything about women.
No,
actually.
me?
Okay. Oh, you said you've never been burned.
And I want to be born.
Okay.
I want.
I want to have a gender debate, but let's leave it at that.
I want to be born.
A lot has been happening. A lot has been happening in the space. Over the weekend, I came across a lady. I was telling you, Nia Deosho. The lady told me she's into some export of products. I said, wow, nice. Which product? She has a business in Ghana. She's a Nigerian. She's based in Lagos. But they have an outlet in Ghana. She says Kumasi. I said, what do you export? Say yam. I said, okay, where do you export?
Ghana yam.
Can I we're having this yam debate for some time. It's a thing here.
No, it won't end. The debate won't end.
It will never end.
So don't plan to end.
No, so I'm going to, she asked her, okay, so you say you export, yam, and you have an outlet in Ghana. I want to ask her, which yam are you exporting? Is it Nigeria yam or Ghana yam? And she gave me an answer.
The answer you don't want to give me, Abi?
I'm not telling you.
It's Nigerian yam.
I'm not telling.
I know you're not happy that you're not happy with the outcome. It's not obvious.
I pride myself as a king of suspense.
Okay.
Yes. If I MC a beauty pageant, you probably will have to call a doctor to check your BP before I announce the result. So I'm going to keep you all in suspense.
Okay.
Yes. So maybe we arrange to have, her uncle or whoever it is from their business to come in. To talk about their experience. Is that a deal?
No, I mean, for me, just to quickly round that up, it's to tell you that we're in the age of collaborations, okay? And that's why you realize that when I talk about community, I'm talking about us having community of people from Cameroon, from
Across Africa.
So Cameroon, I'm talking about ones we even have. From Ghana, we have from Cameroon, we have from Togo. You get it? So anybody who's talking Ghana, we need you, right? Because we want to be able to understand the opportunities.
We are brothers.
Yeah, no, we're brothers. We're brothers, actually.
I begin to suspect both of you. He has Ghanaian roots.
We're brothers.
You two have Ghanaian. Both of you, I'm suspecting you. You know, the number of people in this city who have Ghanaian roots I meet every day. So I'm suspecting both of you.
You know, so
I can swear that is somewhere in there. But let's go.
I mean, as a digression, I can tell you that there's a guy I follow up on social media, and in Barbados, right?
Oh.
It's known that a lot of those guys that were slaves that were taken to those regions are Ghanaians. So, so you find out
even
that
Jamaica too.
of course, even Jamaica. Do you get it? So we have Africans everywhere. Do you understand? We can only come together and do better, for our continent. That's what it is. But you can go ahead.
All right. I mean, anyway, we'll leave that for another day. But I'm telling one of you or both of you
Not both of
have
us.
Ghanaian roots. One of you.
I have Ghanaians in my.
Your loins.
That you're about to produce. Say blood is thicker than water. Yes.
Oh my God.
Something has been telling me one of you. But anyway,
we love Ghana actually.
But this yam thing, this is a debate for those who are wondering. I mean, Nia Deosho here, and I think to an extent, Razak has been on the fence. They've said that Nigerian yam is what is exported from Nigeria to Ghana and then to the rest of the world, because Ghanaians have it a bit easier. I think even the Beninois and Togolese, their borders are really fast. Lower volume of imports and exports. When it has to do with even oil and gas and petrol, cars, for instance, we're going to Cotonou to buy cars. We still do go to Cotonou to buy
we
cars.
talked about it this morning. Yeah.
Oh wow! Why are we going to Cotonou to buy cars?
Ease of doing business.
Is. In fact, when Buhari placed his ban on rice,
The so-called ban, actually.
the so-called ban. Thank you. Because now I've seen them packaging some of those things in supermarkets, parboiled rice. Anyway, another day. So when he had his so-called ban on rice, Benin probably became the largest importer of rice in the world. And you wonder, is Beninois the ones all of a sudden going to eat, 100 times more rice than they were, So I think some of these collaborations are important. But from what we've been seeing on this program, the fact that Nigerians are looking for other countries through which they can export shows that we need to really do a lot to make it easier. Easier
It's the business.
for Nigerians to export.
Not on paper. It has to happen.
Yes.
It has to happen.
Yes. So she's going to come here and tell us whether she's maybe herself or her uncle.
Does she announce?
I don't know. It's a brief conversation.
Okay.
I thought I would invite her. So either herself or her uncle. She mentioned her uncle. Would like him to come in on the program and end the debate once and for all.
No, I'm
Which
looking
of
forward
is
to.
better?
I'm looking forward to meeting her. When women do stuff,
Yes.
it means a lot to me. Look, men are supposed to do stuff. We're designed that way. You can't explain to anybody that you're doing something right as a man. I was supposed to be praising you. We won't praise you. You are doing what you're supposed to do, right? When I see women do stuff, I am extremely interested, because it takes a lot for you to live, using your body to make money, right? Which means you're doing an export is not for the faint-hearted. So for a woman to live in Nigeria and so she must have seen an opportunity. Oh, she goes to maybe Ghana Export Promotion Agency and goes to find out what does it take to export here, what documents do I need, and maybe they tell her that she needs maybe 2 documents. She had tried it in Nigeria maybe 2-3 years before, and they told her to go and bring 10 documents, and she has to go through one place, she has to bribe one money, and she's like, God, what's going on here? So she pushes back. You get it? She pushes back, and she has an uncle from Ghana, maybe that have uncle or one thing and all that, and she sees the opportunity. What do you expect? She can see, so she's leveraging. Oh yeah, she's leveraging. You understand? And that's what it is.
I remember when during the time of Aldo as agric minister, when he tried to export a container loads of yam, and the thing got spoiled, got rotten. Till today, there's a federal government prohibition on export of yam. Till today. There's a federal government. I don't know if it's been lifted, but last time I checked, it's still there, right?
It's still there.
And so imagine a government that has prohibited export of yam. The minister is actually exporting yam. So but the thing got rejected, and I think it's the difficulties that we see, from time to time. All right. Anyway, Femi Obong-Daniels will soon be here. He is putting some T's across and putting some dots on top of the I's. So you're saying the ban is still there?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not too sure.
I think it's neither here nor there. And I'll say it very, very clearly here. It's not all species of yam that can be exported.
Okay, in Ghana, they have what they call puna.
Yeah, it's not all species of yam. It's not all species.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a species of yam. So I mean, people don't understand that.
What is puna?
It's a species of
It's
yam.
a species of yam.
Okay.
Actually.
But it's a local...
Edible.
Is a local... yes, very, very. But it's a local, how do you call it, description. So if you go to write your exam and they ask you name species to write that, you're definitely going to fail. It's like they ask you, maybe what are the types of, how do I call it, cassava, grains, and you go and put the jebu. In your exam, you can't put the jebu because that's local, But anyway...
With yam, again, I mean, I'm just remembering that there's this young girl that used to live in my neighborhood that had moved to the U.S. I remember she came home, and I remember telling her, we're talking about yam. And she said that I said, how much is yam? She was telling me how they buy yam, in pounds and all of that. And it was quite expensive. I said, so what do they do? So what a lot of people do is that they go to Mexico and go and plant yam.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah. So labor is cheaper there.
Oh, wow.
You got it. So from there, they're able to move in yam into the USA. And that's where they get yam from that region.
I heard they have a lot of cassava in South America. Yes.
That statement, is that Mexico yam or USA yam?
Or maybe Jebu yam. Because if for example, I mean that would so you can take a species of yam, for example, and culture it and send it by air, for example.
Oh, really?
Of course you can. All right. How long is it going to take? People these days now,
It's a matter of fund.
People cook here and export frozen.
Yeah, frozen.
And gets to the UK frozen. Even to the US.
How?
Frozen.
6 hours.
How?
Yeah, 6 hours.
I know how.
6 hours.
Do
Frozen.
you get what I'm saying?
Solid.
Now? Solid. So it gets there iced. It's there.
Yeah.
Because again, there are some certain aircrafts that have those capacity to be able to hold on
frozen
stuff and all of that. So they put them in this special packaging to make sure that they take their form and all that. And they get into those countries, frozen as it were.
All right.
And that's it.
All right. The South Americans, they have this cassava. They call it yuca.
Okay.
Yeah, so when talking about Mexico, it just crossed my mind. Right. But you know what? From what you've said, what I've realized is that people are crossing from USA to Mexico to plant yam. It shows that maybe these disruptions in global balance are things that people need to study, to be able to adapt to.
Disruptions.
Thank you very much.
Actually.
Disruptions. And I was thinking about it as you were talking. Who are those catering to Nigerians who live in Australia? Because you have a lot of them who live in Australia.
No. I mean, I had. So we also do logistics, right? So people come to us to tell us they want to export stuff to whatever, And I remember a guy came to me in this last week that they want to export to Australia. You get it. So and we have the rates for Australia. You get it now by air. And when we got the rates from our partners to pass to this guy, when I looked at what is going to be paying per kg, I looked at it and I'm like, if this guy understands, of course, when the cost came to me, I just passed it to him that this is what you're paying per kg.
That's down under.
No, it's normal, legitimate pricing.
No, I'm saying where he's going to in Australia, they call it down under.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Another part of the world.
Yes, because at the back, you understand, So, because when he told me he wanted to ship something to Australia, look, we manage our time as entrepreneurs. When there are some certain requests you bring to us, that will look at him and like, this guy wants to waste my time. Do you understand? Because I know very well about that.
Australia.
This is telling me, you want to Australia by air. You want to Australia by air. Okay? Maybe I'm holding 50,000 per kg. I mean, can you afford it?
It's another part of the world all entirely.
Do you understand it? So you're holding like maybe 50,000 per kg. And like, how do you tell somebody that? And you want to, and remember, and he said he wanted to export something about 20 kg. Yeah. I remember altogether. I wrote the list out. This vegetable, that vegetable. Okay, 50k per kg. And it's well.
That's a different and a very far-flung
I
part of the
don't want
world.
to be found there because I won't be able to see Jabugari to drink. No. That's just killing me. So
well, maybe those from Papua New Guinea and all those other countries will get you. All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue. Today, of course, we're looking at flourishing fintech, and the program is not just about export. It's about financial technology and export, and the intersection of financial technology and export makes it Fintex. That's why it's called a Fintex show. So look at flourishing fintech when we come back. Stay with us.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
A long time ago, in the heart of Egbaland, when the skies were dark and all hope seemed lost, Lishabi arose, a man of few words, but his actions roared like thunder against the tyranny and oppression from old Oyo. Lishabi is a story that will take you back where a single man's courage changed the fate of his people.
Find out how it happened in Lishabi, The Uprising, now showing on Netflix with plans starting from 2,200 naira.
Big mommy, add that bokoto we go senior school, put 2 roundabout, anoint the package with that slim thick shaki and
Uncle, no vexo. Which teeth you want use eat all this orishi? That your teeth will be like where motor jam truck. You know they worry you again.
that one na before. All thanks to the new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection.
That's right. The new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection toothpaste gives you complete oral protection with fluoride and antibacterial zinc to keep your teeth strong, prevent tooth holes, and fight bacteria.
Please have to go buy my own new Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection toothpaste.
Close-Up Complete Fresh Protection for your important oral care needs. Available in a blue gel.
Good morning to the best dad in the world.
Ah, welcome my princess and bride-to-be.
Daddy, I want a special wedding gift. Additional shares in the Nigerian Breweries PLC rights issue offer.
That's smart. So, you two have heard about the Nigerian Breweries PLC rights issue offer of 22,607,491,232 ordinary shares of 50 kobo each at 26 naira 50 kobo per share.
Yes, my friends and husband-to-be are participating in the rights issue.
Join the smart investors for the future. Participate in the Nigerian Breweries PLC rights issue. Offer opens Monday, 2nd September 2024 and closes Friday, 11th October 2024. Visit www.nbplc to download the form, complete and submit with evidence of payment no later than Friday, 11th October 2024 to any of the issuing houses or receiving agents in the rights circular. Nigerian Breweries PLC. Winning with Nigeria.
Trader, are you ready for the flight? Yeah. Maximize your gains day or night. The platform, HFM is the name. Trading with us is a brand new game. Come on, feel alone, execution slow. Switch to HFM, watch your success grow. Higher leverage, tighter spreads and swap free. Got your back in this financial fight. Trade forex, commodities, indices, shares and more. Just come and see HFM online trading. Withdrawals, deposit, done in a dash. Our execution too fast. HFM stands apart from the rest. HFM stands apart from the rest.
Pico, HFM finito, HFM is ito, HFM na shop platform, online trading, forex trading, any trading, HFM no delay.
Join HFM today. Visit www.hfm.com or download the HFM app on Google Play or App Store. HFM, online trading at its finest.
It's loud, it's big, it's TomTom Big Doings promo. Get a chance to party with Fireboy and the Cavemen or win exciting prizes like airtime, shopping vouchers, and more. How? Simply walk into any Spar, just write Jendor or Prince Ebano store, buy a mix of TomTom Classic, Fresh Lime, and Buttermint to be a part of the TomTom Big Doings promo. Follow at TomTom Sweets _NG on social media for more info. T's and C's apply. No lily. Stay confident, stay focused, breathe for it with TomTom.
It's that time of the year again. If you're thinking of studying abroad, then you're in luck. Meet boarding schools from the UK, USA, and Canada, organized by ALTS Education. On Saturday, 12th October at Radisson Hotel, Ozumbambadiwe, Victoria Island, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And Sunday, 13th October at Radisson, former Protea Isaac John, GRA, Ikeja, 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. You must come and meet with the schools to discuss your child's specific requirements and possible scholarship and bursary opportunities. It's too expensive to get this wrong or do it blindly. Pre-register at www.altsconsulting.com. Telephone 0818 000 0500. ALTS Education, investing in our children and the future of Nigeria through global and international education.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info.
All right, the intersection of financial technology and export brings you the word Fintex, and this is a Fintech show right here on the Morning Crossfire. This morning we're looking at flourishing Fintech. Now, what is the value of investment Nigeria's Fintech industry got in the last 4 years? Can you put an amount to it, a figure to it? What is the value of investment that Nigeria's Fintech industry got in the last 4 years? No, the answer is not far-fetched. It's very simple. I'm sure you even knew it already. 1.245 billion United States dollars, not naira. 1.245 billion United States dollars. My God. And that is approximately 1.992 trillion Nigerian naira. Maybe I hope that by the end of this day it will still be 1.992 trillion naira. That's a lot of money. Now, with 250 fintech startups, the industry has raised $440 million in 2020. $440 million in 2020. In 2021, Nigeria's fintech sector got 600 million United States dollars. Let's go one step further. 2022, it attracted 507 million United States dollars. Not oil, not gas, not petrochemicals. Fintech. In 2023, the sector had $76 million, and then the federal government supported the sector with $618 million for young investors. Now, according to Statista, Nigeria's fintech sector is projected to have an average transaction value per user of $11.61 per user. All right? An average transaction value per user of $11.61. That's $11.61 this year in 2024. And it's said that the market will experience revenue growth of 26.50% in the year 2025. That's a lot. Almost as much as Nigeria's interest rate. The market will also reach an estimated 82.09 million by 2028. So if you ask the financial guys, they'll say that the CG, the cumulative average growth rate is good, for that sector. Interesting. So we can say with all amount of confidence and assurance that Nigeria's fintech market is flourishing. Indeed, the Central Bank of Nigeria's cashless policy has sustained this growth enormously. I mean, how many of you, use cash today? I think I have just a 500 naira note in my wallet. Nee, how much? Do you have cash on you?
I'm not happy as you speak.
Okay. Like you said, what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. Razak, you have any cash on you?
I don't.
You guys are criminals. Because I'm going to say, give it to me. I want to show something. But the CBN's cashless policy really, 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 propelled that fintech sector. Remember the days Interstreet Switch and Co came in, and then these guys came in, made it a bit more easier. So the Central Bank of Nigeria here plans to ensure financial inclusion rate of 95% by 2024. They're doing well. But other factors have supported the fintech growth. We're looking at access and convenience. Access and convenience. One of the disruptions that I listened to a man, Obeche, the one of Rain Oil, on Friday, gave a talk somewhere. He talked about disruptions, and he talked about POS terminal versus ATM. That thing we've been complaining about, And so with these disruptions, you have to just cooperate and just adapt. Things have changed. So the access and convenience of ATMs now has moved to POS. We don't like it. I don't like it, because I feel that something's going on, but this is where we are today. Other factors like internet penetration. How many years ago, if you had an internet-enabled phone, you're a big boy. Now, everybody has it. The satisfaction with traditional banks. Those banks that we used to call new generation banks now are the big boys. In fact, they are now being given a run for their money by the unicorns. Paystack, Flutterwave of this world and all that. The new ones that have come in, MoneyPoint, Kuda, OPay and all that. E-commerce, what we're talking about. And of course, it's also propelled. Now, Nigerians are buying stuff online and the mass population of this country. With all these things that Razak and Nia put together for me to recite here, why should anyone think of leaving the country? All right. Once again, you're welcome. The second part of the program, like we said, we're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. Don't forget. I see what it's like. He's looking at me. Don't forget, you have to send your message to the Knowledge Expert Coach if you want to be a part of this movement called Export. The number is 0912 171 2885. Please read my lips. I said WhatsApp, no SMS, no phone call, only WhatsApp. Say I'm interested. All right, I'm interested in joining the export business. 0912 171 2885. I want to quickly go to Ni Adeoshun. Ni, I know you're pleased with these figures. Or did I speak too soon?
Well, thank you very much. While you're reading out those figures, maybe if the $1 million that I turned down last year, from my fintech, if I'd accepted it, maybe it would have been part of what you're talking about here.
$1 million US.
Oh yes, I turned down $1 million US last year, actually, for my fintech startup. That was as a result of some of the times the investors actually put, Nigerian investors, some phony clauses they put in the agreement, So that was the reason why I turned it down. After talking with my lawyer, they pressured me to sign it in 24 hours. My lawyer said, why did I tell you to sign in 24 hours? Until we saw those very funny clauses. And be that as it may, again, on the other side is that when you're talking about the disruption of POS, so we have disrupted POS by using mobile phones as POS.
Okay.
So that's our own innovation. Do you understand? So all of those things are all disruptions, right? You have not talked too soon. Human beings are thinking, all right? And that is the way it's supposed to be. And who is it all about? It's about the customer. All right? The days are gone when we'll be talking about brick and mortar business. Those days are gone.
Forever.
You got it. Why? Because it is about the man on the street.
Yeah.
All right? How does he get service? The last I checked, an average Nigerian does not want to go into the building of your bank. It's not. So when I started hearing the banks, saying they were doing IPOs in the last 2 months or thereabout, you understand? And all I could say in my head was that, they've not smelt the coffee. All right. If they smelt the coffee, they would understand that Nigerians won't even look at them in any way. You get it? Because there's a possibility that even if a fintech decides to go and say they want to do an IPO now, people will go there because they found comfort, in that region. So it can only get better. All right. The population is huge. So those figures you're reeling out, investors are looking at those numbers. All right. I understand. I got merchants who are in Yobe, people who are, doing transactions out of Lagos State. You got it? Yeah. So because, when you talk about POS, when I look at it, and a lot of people don't understand it, I look at it, the POS that you're seeing here is in Lagos. There is still a dearth of what they call it, of inability to be able to serve people in those hinterlands.
And the market is still huge.
You got it? When people come to us and say, look, we want to sign up. Because they're telling them their mobile phones, you understand, use it to make money. You got it? They can't even comprehend it. You understand? Times are tough. All right? Use your mobile phone to make money. All right? The things you do with your POS and all that, you can do them with your mobile phone now. You get it? So all of those opportunities are there. They would only come together. The question is, by the time we leave the physical POS machine, where are we going to go? It's going to be mobile phone that we're going to be using for payments at the end of the day.
That's right. They're saying, there's the World Bank report I read that says that we have only scratched 20% of the market.
Mm-hmm.
20. So we have 80% lying there.
Untapped.
Untapped, yeah.
There. So, and the market is not in Lagos.
And people are running to Canada.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, I have an issue. I used to be in the US, so I come into Nigeria. And everybody's asking me, "Nee, why did you come into Nigeria?" And I look at them and I'm like, do you know what you have here? You get it? So people are still, you know, I don't use the word that people are still in this slave mentality. A lot of people are still there, where they think that when they get out of the country, you know, it's going to boost their finances. And what I tell them is that, look, going abroad is a higher level of hustle.
It is.
It's just a higher level of hustle.
Without a social safety net.
You get it, you understand? But if you're innovative, look, if you're innovative in Nigeria and you're tenacious, all right, do you have the staying power? Can you rigor the storm? You've mentioned the likes of Money Point. You mentioned the likes of all of those guys, you understand? Do you know what those guys make? I don't want to talk about some experiences I used to have that used to excite me. And let me tell you. So one of the things you could do on my application is that you can accept payments, right? Right? So those payments are called T+1 payments. So you make a payment, you get value the next day. It's T+1. That's what we call it. Those payments do not come until 6 p.m. All right? So when I'm doing my workout, right? So I have this strap that I use for my arm, for my phone. Mm-hmm. So that's when those alerts come. You understand? So imagine me doing workout, you understand? You know, brisk walk, you understand? And I'm hearing alerts. You understand? Mm-hmm. So I now smile, you understand? I say, oh, money is coming in. You get it? So imagine if those transactions were 5 million in a day. You got it? So which means I would have made 20 naira, 10 naira, 7 naira, 3 naira, 2 naira. You understand? You don't tell me I should live in America. All right?
But there's nothing new to do.
Look, it will not sit in my head. It will not sit in my own head. That's how it is.
So are these fintech companies? I mean, we look at the Flutterwave.
Mm-hmm.
We look at what's the other one? There are two major ones.
So those are payment processors. So Paystack and Flutterwave.
Paystack.
Yeah, those are the guys you're
Paystack.
talking about. Yeah,
my guys.
Mm.
So and we have financial technology companies. Many of them are microfinance banks.
Yeah. So
are these fintechs competing with the big banks in a way?
So the answer to that is yes. You get it. So when talking about competition, you must know your internal and external competitors, right? So there's no gainsaying about that. There's competition, all right? The problem is, you've talked about CBN, all right? I'm not talking about this government. The previous government, under Buhari and Emefiele, they were stifling the fintechs.
Okay, talking about the restrictions on cryptocurrency.
No, not necessarily, right? Okay. Even the regular fintechs who are supposed to be doing
all
business.
the regulatory bottlenecks and
all
that.
Exactly. So there's one thing for you to do regulation. There's another thing for you to stifle. You get it? When there's innovation, it is clearly known that policy is going to pursue innovation. All right? When you want to do policies, you talk to the owners of the business. All right? And sit down with them and ask them, how do we help you build your business? You don't come and attack me because because I've been able to think. I've been inspired to say, okay, I can do this thing in a different way.
You say no.
You know, I say no, I shouldn't. I say no, you don't do that.
You must create policies to follow the innovation.
To follow the innovation. That's how policies work. Everywhere in the whole world. You don't come and stifle people because you don't understand it. And that brings you back to cryptocurrency. All right? Because they did not understand it. All right? They didn't understand. If you don't understand something, send people to school to go and learn about it. All right? We cannot be behind the world. There's a direction the world is going. I'm not a cryptocurrency person. I don't know anything about crypto as I sit down here.
I can't remember my wife. Let me not say.
You understand?
Oh, so,
me. Yeah. So I'm an accountant by training. So when you're talking crypto with me, it won't sit in the head of an accountant how crypto works.
You want to see the ones and the zeros, the naira and the kobo, balance sheets, everything.
Exactly. That's how we're trained. You know, we must be able to follow the money.
Not something you can't understand.
Not something I cannot understand.
You just say.
So when people come to me and tell me, cryptocurrency, I say, look, cryptocurrency has not sat in my head. It is those who are looking for fast money. So there's one they said there's one they're doing now that they call Do you have an idea? Tapping.
Okay. Oh, that one that they just hold the phone and she got it.
Yeah, she will know it. It's that generation.
Tap.
And I'm asking, I said, Nigerians, why are you looking for free money? Why are Nigerians looking for free money? Why don't you want to do real work?
But that's the new economy, is what they say. There's disruption. You're talking about that's disruption.
Really? No. If I give you the funny gist, you understand? So they've been trolling themselves in that place where they were giving some of them 100 naira The 3 months tapping.
I think one of these international news networks did a piece on it.
Okay.
All over. In fact, the north is so huge. Tap.
You heard of that news, right? They 100 naira per 3 months. You understand? How? And they were not groping. All of them were groping. Look, we are the ones that developed these applications.
What were they expecting?
We're the ones that developed these applications.
We're making our money off ads and all
that.
We
understand how those things work. All right? We understand how those work. So when people come and make noise and say, no, it's about the investors. When we do innovation, we present these innovations to investors. Investors see the answer, they see the money. They put in their investment in it. When they put in their investment in it, ours is to give you service. The profit is for us. You get it? So when you're doing your stuff and you're doing the tapping, are you expecting that when you tap, like you tap, they will not come and give you 2 million naira or $2 million because you're a tapper?
Anyway,
so it's cheaper for them to give you all of you 100 naira, 100 naira. You understand? But we have made 90. We made a lot of money from it.
We had an official from SEC
okay
on the program today, and part of what he talked about, because this is World Investor Week, and they are marking it. All the exchange commissions around the world who are members of the IOSCO, International Organization of Security,
exchange commissions.
Yes, around the world, they're marking it. And one of the things he talked about is that they have an accelerated program for digital investment platforms as a Nigerian Security Exchange Commission.
Okay.
Sort of an incubator. They want to bring all these guys on board, and they are bringing them on board. Those who are into digital assets.
Okay.
They are bringing them on board. So I think since Tinubu came, kudos to him or credit to him, that government position served as a bottleneck to financial technology companies, and even those involved in digital currencies. It's changed. They even have a sandbox incubator for those who are not into digital assets business but want to get in, help them grow, start. So I think it's changing. It's changing.
So let me say that.
We have to give credit to Tinubu.
No, don't. Don't.
That his administration has
no. It's been there. It's been there before.
No. It's
been there.
No. The CBN was against this cryptocurrency.
No. Let me tell you. The
and
CBN,
you yourself said they were bottlenecks.
No. The CBN has a sandbox as we speak. Listen, I'm a fintech founder, right? So there's a sandbox with CBN itself, all right? There are other sandboxes here and there, you understand, that people can use to go and test out what they do.
NIPS has a sandbox.
Get it? So all of them are creating sandboxes. And you're asking yourself that, look, for God's sake, can we harmonize what we do? That's it. That's number two. Number two is this. When SEC says that they have created a sandbox, the question is that what is the longevity of that sandbox? That somebody will come with an innovation, and somebody will bring an investment based on the fact that you have a beautiful idea, it's been tested on the sandbox, and it's been accepted, and in the course of you putting investment in there, another government will come and shut down that thing you people started. So people lose money. Do you know how many fintechs closed down in 2023? I mean, the irony was that the irony of it, he's talked about those ones that will raise money and all that. But if I was making fun, let me finish this. I was making fun of some certain startups, not fun in that sense. I said, why is it that all these guys that raised $2 million? Because I'm in that industry, so we raise money. I'm like, all these guys that raised $2 million, how come all of them are dying? Some we looked up to. So how do you raise $2 million and still come and die? I mean, so that was a question in my own head.
But my little knowledge of venture capitalism and investing and all that, what I've learned is that the percentage of those startups that die is high. I've forgotten the stats, but it's higher than those who survive.
Yeah.
So when these venture capitalists go out, to put people's money in these investments, of course, when they put in a list of investments, majority of them, so it's a gamble. They say, okay, if we're going to put money in 5 or in 10 at least, we'll let one who hit for us. They don't know which one will hit.
Let me shock you. Yeah. In a sad way, right? Let me shock you. In one of the days that I said, I do work out in the evenings, right?
Second time he said that.
Oh yeah. So I'm not even been doing lately. You get it. So,
you and I, we don't work out. So he's trying to make us feel.
I do.
Oh, okay.
So this guy who's also a founder called me one day, and we're talking about funding, raising money, and all of that. You understand? It was not like, look, you'll be shocked how those guys that you say raise money, how they should raise money. You get it. Some of us do not understand how to be crooked. You'd realize that some people still doctor figures. All right.
They don't.
Is it Tango? What's the name of this guy?
You forgot to have that conversation.
Hold on. They don't doctor
community.
figures. It is called valuation.
Oh, sorry. It's called valuation.
like this guy, I think a Tango group. Mobosi.
That's Ghana.
No, Nigeria.
Okay.
But I mean, doesn't matter to me anyway. But Tingo. Tingo.
You don't like to hear anybody call Ghana. But
No.
Let's go ahead.
I just said it doesn't matter to me.
We'll forgive you. That's okay.
No, it doesn't matter.
So go ahead. Who are the guys? Tingo, talk about them.
Tingo Group. He is said to have had this alleged scam where he doctored figures, his company records and reports to get people to invest in it.
Yeah.
He was making a lot of profit, and also I think he's been he almost bought a football club. That's how much money he was making. And I think went international. So that group was led by Dozie Mobosi, and it's a big scandal over the world, alleged fraud.
Oh, I remember the guys. There are two of them actually.
Bank guarantee and all that.
I remember them. I remember them. Two of them. Yeah.
Inflated reports. Financial reports.
I remember them.
Valuation. It is what to say. Is what to make of it.
Because I mean, I always wonder. I start to wonder. So why is this thing going on like this? So when this guy told me all of those things and said, look, you were trying to raise money at that time, and all of those things, and I'm like, oh, really? Because he had raised money, and I was telling him, look, this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you get it? You understand? I said, no, I mean, I'm old school, unfortunately. You understand?
And you're an accountant.
Exactly. And it's worse that I'm an accountant. So and I'm like, no.
Well, I was trying to ask him for some change today.
You
I need to get something.
I said, no. So there are some things that will not sit in my head. Once you tell me, go and do what is wrong, you get it. Or because I'm going to get a pecuniary benefit, right? Then we're going to have problems. Because there are things to do that are right.
That's why I call him Mr. Integrity. But I have an issue. He's a trained soldier. He's an accountant. That's not a good combination. Sir, you give me some money later. Are you also an accountant? I want to ask you for money. I need some cash.
But I am accountable.
And he's not a soldier either.
Oh my. Anyway, if you want to call in, we are out of time. But if you want to call, maybe have your say, please feel free to do that before we go. Someone's asking for the export number again. Yes, indeed, I'm going to read it again. WhatsApp the number 0912.
I'll report you next Monday. Just continue.
171. I don't know. I didn't say anything. They're just laughing. I just kept quietly laughing. Like everyone just tunes in and hears you. I just kept quietly just laughing. Why are you laughing? 2885. I'll take that again. 0912171285. No SMS, no phone call. Just send a WhatsApp message to that number. And it's been quite interesting today talking about non-oil exports, fintech in particular.
Absolutely.
We got to go. Okay. We got to go. I think one area that probably in the future we can look at is the export of skills.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Services, actually.
Yeah, services. It's a booming industry.
It's gotten a lot of people work in this country today.
AKA remote work. But I don't want to talk too much. Since, Lagos State government said they want to tax it. I said I don't want to talk too much about it.
We'll talk about them. We'll talk about maybe the next edition.
We will.
Right?
We will.
Yeah, we'll create something around
I always
it.
say he wants to come tax on this. Anyway, non-oil export gives you access to global markets. The global markets will bring you the Forex. And with these entities, the world is yours.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Nia Delshun,
thank you.
Our non-oil expert coach, Razak Olagbe.
Thank you.
Producer extraordinaire, who's an accountant.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
You know what they say about accountants, right?
Have you seen this movie, The Accountant? Have you seen this movie, The Accountant?
I think I have.
Mm-hmm. I love that movie.
Was he generous?
Well, watch it.
All right, up next in the news at 10, after the commercial breaks, my name is Kofi Bartels. Have a wonderful day. Good morning.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.